Have you guys noticed how General Mkhwanzi is schooling everybody? I mean, from when he started in parliament to where he is now being questioned, we are getting to see a lot of things that we were not aware of. Now, this does not only implicate the people that we knew, but also it implicates the people that some were seen as the right people. Now, why am I saying that is because, or I'm saying that because when you listen to him, for instance, yesterday, they spoke about Begitele and how he praises Mkhwanzi. He then simply says, if Begitele, General Tele, breaks the law, I will definitely arrest him. That means the reason he's not arrested is because he has not broken any law. But what becomes even more interesting, it is what he said. When he said, I have registered a case. Currently, there is investigation that is ongoing. And you then ask your question, who is most likely to be arrested? He then confirms that the investigation is in an advanced stage. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna see? Or who's most likely to get arrested in these investigations? Two names that are popping in. Number one, it is General Sbiya. And I spoke about this long ago, that General Sbiya might be arrested. But then I thought it could be that he defeated the ends of justice by taking the dockets, thus disturbing the investigations that were ongoing then. That is what I thought he would have been arrested for. And my guess was almost accurate because even now we are hearing that there could be an arrest. The arrest is mostly centered around the defeating the ends of justice. But what we have now come to know or realize is that Mkhwanzi says, I've opened an investigation. I am not only interested in the taking of the dockets, but I'm interested in the decision making or in the thought process. And they that decided that they are going to stop or disband the political killing task team, stop the investigation, and take the dockets. That is where you will then see the likes of the minister then participating in that. Then it tells you that the minister is definitely amongst those that will be or might get arrested. Another individual that I think is most likely to get arrested along is none other than Brown Mkhwanzi. Brown Mkhwanzi has got access to the thing that belongs to the intelligence, yet he's not a member of crime intelligence. He's got access or things, he's in possession of things that belongs to the South African Police Service, yet he is not a member of the South African Police Service. So it creates the question as to how do you get access to these? It then leads to this. When you have listened to General Mkhwanzi, he mentions that there are people who got access to the information of crime intelligence, classified information. So he then specified that there are people that must be arrested. There are people that must be questioned because for people who are not part and parcel of this organization to have access to this information, they need someone who is working within the system. And that, it means somebody within crime intelligence, and I repeat, that means someone within crime intelligence is giving out information. So we are most likely to see members of crime intelligence getting arrested. But how far will Mkhwanzi stretch in this investigation that is in its advanced or at an advanced stage? It remains to be seen, but what I have now come to realize with General Mkhwanzi is that he is a man who will tell you, or who doesn't beat around the bush. And like he said, he's not a person that is going to fight you through back doors. He will come straight into your face and deal with you straight. So we know, as a matter of fact, that General Sibiya is part and parcel of that investigation. Minister of Police is part and parcel of that investigation. What I am trying to look into right now is who else is the chief of staff, part and parcel of that investigation? Who else can be expected to be arrested? But what I also wish to tell you is that we might see these people getting arrested at any given time. Listen to General Mkhwanzi when he was speaking. Number one, he's very confident about the brief or the information that he was given concerning the outcome of the investigation. He speaks highly and boldly and confident about the outcome of that investigation. So it tells me that we might see soon, either before Christmas or somewhere, we might see the likes of General Sibiya getting arrested. Now, the character of General Sibiya, the reason I'm mentioning Sibiya, it is because Sibiya has got ambitions. One of his ambitions right now is to become the head of Hawks. He said it. There is a video, ENCA, where he spoke about the idea of him becoming a member of Hawks or becoming the head of Hawks. One will ask, how do you become the head of Hawks? Well, it is easier. You get appointed by the president. And currently, as of us speaking, the president has not appointed anybody to fill that position, which was left vacant by General Sibiya somewhere around May 2025. So as of us today speaking, there is no head of Hawks, and Sibiya had interest and ambitions in becoming the head of Hawks. So if General Mkhwanzi decides, or not general, but the people that are investigating there, if they decide to arrest this man, it will mean his ambitions are over. Because then the president will have to appoint another individual that will operate or that will become the head of Hawks, and he will then have to face whatever criminal case he will be charged with. Fight that in court. If he wins, by the time he wins, it will be too late because there will be now a head of Hawks. But if you listen to General Mkhwanzi, he tells you that he's super confident on the outcome that he cannot share. Technically, he's saying, or even used the word, this will be a landmark case. But then when he spoke about the landmark case, he was referring to specifically because I'm mixing up things. Forgive me for that. He was referring to specifically the minister's work and the boundaries thereon. It's going to be a landmark case. But the bottom line here is there's going to be a case that will be decided in court which will instruct or clear stipulate who's who, what they should be doing. So I then had an interest to say, my biggest thing or interest was to awaken you to this reality that sooner or later we will be here reporting about the arrest of the minister and the arrest of General Sibiya. It's only a matter of time now. But there's something that I saw from General Mkhwanzi. It taught me something. If you notice, General Mkhwanzi, when he speaks, he speaks something that, one, he's sure of and has got evidence. So it taught me something, a life lesson that I think it's not only important to me, but also to you. As things were happening, he kept the evidence. Why he kept the evidence? He kept the evidence because today clearly he needs it. And he proved to you that in moments of doubt, or moments that are a bit confusing, or moments or key moments in life, I'm speaking about professional life, he noted things down and saved some information. With that being said, I'm trying to say, if you listen to how he articulates himself, the things is naming, the things, the description of events and everything in between, it tells you about a person that is well aware of himself, of the environment, and the people in the environment. It has taught me a lot about focus in life. It has taught me a lot about just being attentive, and there's an English word for it. Is it inquisitive? Something like that. There's a word for it. It taught me a lot about those things. Nevertheless, I would like to leave it here with the hope that we shall see each other on the next episode. But until the next episode, good people, please take care.